Are you ready to do a whiskey quickie with Old Forester 1924? Let's go. Hey, what's up? This is Mark from Northwest Bourbon. Thank you for joining me for this whiskey quickie with Old Forester 1924. Was finally able to get my hands on a bottle. If you like talking whiskey, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and we are just going to do a real quick rundown of Old Forester 1924. This is their most recent edition, and as you can see on the label right there, it has a 10-year-old age statement. So the youngest whiskey in this bottle is 10 years old, and it's coming in at 100 proof. Now, other than that, the bottle looks very similar to the other bottles on the Whiskey Row series from Old Forester, just like the 1910 and the 1920. It's the same style bottle, the same style label, and it has the proof point right there on the neckband. Now let's do a fresh crack review, get this opened up, and see what we think of it. Ooh, nice cork pop. And we are going to put the first pour into the infinity bottle. And the second pour we are going to review with you. Alright, we are going to let that sit and breathe for a minute and talk about the price point. This is the most expensive bottle of Old Forester I've ever purchased. It was about $135 out the door, and let's hope we think it's worth it. Alright, so we've let it sit and breathe for a couple minutes. Let's check out the nose. Ooh, some nice dark rich caramel and vanilla. A hint of banana, that Brown-Forman Old Forester type banana note. Smells like baked goods with a little bit of molasses. Almost no ethanol on the nose at all. Smells delicious and inviting. Let's check out the palate. Cheers. It's very sweet up front. Nice full body in the middle of the palate. It's got a nice satisfying finish just on the first drink. But now that I'm a little bit more acclimated, let's go for a second. Cheers. Man, that is delicious. Very easy to drink. Very rich and full bodied. I like this a lot. Now, do I think it's worth the price point? Now, MSRP is closer to $120 as opposed to the $135 that I paid for it. But online, they're selling for a lot more than that on the secondary market. And I'd highly encourage you to stay away from getting ripped off. I do not regret buying it, but if I got another chance to buy one at the same price point, I'd probably pass. I would only put this one as a buy once just because of the price point. And one of the main reasons I would only put it at a buy once is because you can get an Old Forester 100 proof single barrel store pick for about half that price. These are like 60, 70 bucks.
That's not the same thing.
We can stop now if you want.
No, you could read a little bit more if you want.
And let's have a sip of this real quick to see how it compares. All right, this is the 100 proof single barrel store pick. Now this does have a lot of those similar dark, vibrant, robust, delicious notes in it. That just reinforces my thought that this is a buy once, especially if you're a collector, that you just want to have one of these bottles on the shelf. But I would definitely not put it at a buy again if you are looking to drink it. I would say just find an Old Forester single barrel store pick. Well, I'm glad I was able to get my hands on a bottle, but if I'm looking for a similar flavor profile than that, but save about half the money, I'm going to get a single barrel store pick. Thanks for joining me on this Whiskey Quickie review. Earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers.